Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to present a very interesting poem by Du Fu. The title of the poem is 饮中八仙歌, or the Song of Eight Immortal Drinkers. We all know that Li Bai was a drinker, but you might not know Du Fu was also a heavy drinker. He loved the drink as much as Li Bai. Furthermore, there was a drinking culture at his time that celebrated the drunkenness. This poem accurately reflects this culture. We are not sure when this poem was composed, but it was definitely after 746 CE, because it mentions that one of the characters listed in the poem quitting his premier position. Many believe that this poem was composed during the early days when Du Fu first arrived at the capital Chang'an and was socializing with the who's who's of the day. However, it could also be composed during his later years when Du Fu reminiscing the happy days early in his life. He composed lots of such poems in the 760s. Now, let's look at the title. The title of this poem is coined from a well-known myth of the Eight Immortals from the Taoist religion. Here is a picture of the Eight Immortals crossing the sea. The myth of the Eight Immortals were already very popular during the Tang Dynasty. These Taoist immortals were all born human, and through their self-cultivation, they eventually achieved immortality. I have posted a short video clip explaining the confusion and Taoist views on drinking. Here's the link. Here, I would just like to mention that the Taoist view about the drinking is that the drunken state induced by wine is somewhat similar to the carefree state a Taoist aim to obtain when they practice Taoism. By getting drunk, a Taoist can become one with the cosmos and experiences for a moment what it is like to be an immortal. Apparently, Du Fu likened the personalities in his poem to the eight immortals from the Taoist myth. In this poem, Du Fu painted a series of vivid portraits of the celebrities of the ruling class of his time. I love this poem because it not only shows Du Fu's poetic prowess, but also provides a portrait of the lives of the ruling class in the Tang Dynasty. I'm Dr. Gao, a philosopher obsessed with poetry. I make videos about the classical Chinese poetry, philosophies, and traditional Chinese medicine. Please click the like button and subscribe my channel. Your support is very important to me. You can also support me by donating a small amount of money. That would help me to make better and higher quality videos. I also offer online lessons on these subjects. If you would like to have personally tailored lessons or reading the original Chinese text with me, please contact me. Here's my email address. Now, let me read the whole poem in Chinese first. 智障骑马事乘船，眼化落井水底眠。汝阳山斗始朝天，道逢驱车口流涎，恨不移风向酒泉。左相日兴费万钱，引入长鲸西百川。衔杯乐圣称避嫌，中之潇洒美少年，举上白眼望青天，娇如玉树临风前。书尽常在绣佛前，最终往往爱陶禅。李白斗酒诗百篇，长安市上酒家眠。天子呼来不上船，自称臣是酒中仙。张旭三杯草圣传，脱帽鹿鼎王宫前，挥毫落纸如云烟。交税五斗方卓然，高谈雄辩经世言。This poem is a little bit long, so I'm going to present the translation in sections. Each section presents one personality. The first person presented is a high-ranked official named He Zhizhang. He was the one first recognized Li Bai's poetic talent and exclaimed that Li Bai's poetry couldn't be composed by a human, and Li Bai must be an immortal banished from the heavens. That is how Li Bai got his name as the banished immortal. He Zhizhang was also known for his carefree lifestyle and fine of wine. 智障骑马势乘船，眼画落井水底眠。智障 refers to He Zhizhang. 骑 means ride. 马 means horse. 势 means like. 乘 initially means ride. So to avoid a repetition, David and I translate 乘 as sail. 船 means boat. David and I also like to highlight the social status of He Zhizhang as it is done in this poem. So we did not mention his name, but use a generic term to refer He Zhizhang as the old courtier. Yan means eye. Hua literally means flower. But here it does not refer to flowers, but used as an adjective describing the blurred vision. Since it is caused by drunkenness, we translate 眼花 as seeing double. 落 means fall. 井 means well. 水 means water. 底 means at the bottom. 水底 literally means under the water. However, humans can't sleep underwater, so it actually refers to the bottom of a dried well. 眠 means sleep. So the two lines can be translated as the old courtier He rides a horse like he's sailing a boat. Seeing double, he ends up asleep at the bottom of a well. The second person mentioned in this poem is a prince named Li Jin. He was the then Emperor Li Longji's favorite nephew. He was a handsome young man who was very good at playing the drum sung in this painting. The Emperor Li Longji taught the prince the drumming skill himself. So, he was one of the most powerful political figures of the time. There are 3 lines about this prince. 汝阳山斗始朝天，道风驱车口流涎，恨不移风向九泉。汝阳 is the title of Prince Li Jin. San means 3. Dou is a measurement term about 2 liters, so we translate 山斗 as a dozen of pint to show the exaggeration of the original line. 始 means before. 朝 means to have an audience with someone important, as in the phrase of 朝见. 天 refers to the emperor, so 朝天 means to have an audience with the emperor. Apparently, the prince often got drunk before he had an audience with the emperor. There is a bit of backstory about this prince. You'll see, Li Jin's grandfather Li Dan was set up as a puppet emperor by the Empress Wu Zhetian in 684 CE, and his son Li Xian was the crown prince. 6 years later, Li Dan was forced to abdicate the throne to his mother Wu Zhetian in 690 CE. In 710 CE, Li Dan's second son, Li Longji, organized a successful coup and put him back in the throne, and his oldest son, Li Xian, became the crown prince again. But Li Dan was too scared to be the emperor, so he quickly abdicated the throne to his second son, Li Longji, which also means that Li Xian would no longer qualify as the crown prince. As the son of a former crown prince, Prince Li Jin was in an awkward position. However, Emperor Li Longji was very keen on keeping a good name for himself, So he treated his older brother, the former Crown Prince Li Jin, very nicely on the surface, but was keeping a close watch on him and his sons. This might be the reason that Prince Li Jin drank so much, or at least keep the reputation of a heavy drinker. Dao means on the way, Feng means come across, Qu che means a cart carrying wine, Kou means mouth, Liu xian means jaw, Hen means hate, Bu means not, Yi means move, Feng means duchy, or the land given to a aristocrat. Xiang means two. Jiuquan is a place located in today's Gansu province. According to legend, there was a spring of golden water which smells like fine wine, so the place was named as Wine Spring. Today, this place is used as a launching base for rocket in China. What an irony! So the three lines can be translated as Prince Li Jin drinks dozens of pints before his audience with the emperor. On the way, he comes across a cart of fermented wine and starts to draw. He hated not being allowed to move his Dutch to near wine springs. The third person is the deputy premier Li Zhizhang. He was the third cousin of Emperor Li Longji. It was very interesting that his grandfather was also a crown prince named Li Chengqian, who was the son of the second Tang Emperor Li Shimin. I mentioned the Crown Prince Li Chengqian in a short video clip about the gay love during the Tang Dynasty, but did not tell the whole story of the Crown Prince and his father Li Shimin. Today, I would like to use this opportunity to tell the whole story of Emperor Li Shimin and his Crown Prince Li Chengqian. Emperor Li Shimin was celebrated by many Chinese historians as one of the greatest political leaders among the Chinese emperors over the last 2 millennia of Imperial China. He not only helped his father found the Great Tang Dynasty, but also expanded the Tang Empire territory substantially, while at the same time rebuild the empire's economy after years of war. One of Li Shimin's other achievements is the encyclopedic work 贞观政要, a great classic on Chinese political theory. In this work, he was portrayed as a wise, kind, and open-minded political leader. However, these historians seem forgetting the fact that he murdered the then Crown Prince Li Jiancheng and his younger brother Prince Li Yuanji, the two most powerful contenders for the throne. And he forced his father, the then Emperor Li Yuan, abdicate the throne to him and put his father under house arrest for the latter's rest of life. Now, about the Crown Prince Li Chengqian. He was the firstborn son of Li Shimin by his legit wife. This was very important. As a prince or the emperor later on, Li Shimin had many women, but only one who had the status of the legit wife. A son by the legit wife is called Di Zhi, and a son by a concubine is called Shu Zhi. The difference between these two kinds of sons is huge. During Imperial China, a son by the wife was highly valued as the natural heir to everything his father had, including the throne. More importantly, Li Chengqian's mother, Empress Zhang Xu, was also from a politically powerful family. Her older brother, Zhang Xun Wuji, was the one planned and carried out the successful coup that helped Li Shimin to usurp the throne from his father and became the emperor in 626 CE. Zhang Xu obtained huge political power during the early days of Li Shimin's reign. So, when Li Chengqian was born in 619 CE, he was cherished by both his parents and was awarded the title of prince when he was only 1 year old. By the age of 8, he was given the title of crown prince. Emperor Li Shimin apparently loved his crown prince very much and had a high expectation of him. He appointed the best scholars as tutors for the crown prince and started his apprenticeship as an emperor when he was only 11 years old. When Li Chengqian turned 16, he got married and was given the power of caretaker of the state affair when his father was out on military campaigns or other state affair away from the capital. Apparently, Li Chengqian was a capable young man. His ability in managing state affairs won praises from all the officials who worked under him. It looked like he would be a very good emperor in the future. However, as the crown prince's political influence grew, his father, the Emperor Li Shimin, became more and more uncomfortable. Let's not forget how Li Shimin got the throne. The crown prince seems more qualified than him as the emperor. He was not only the legit heir to the throne, but also a very capable leader and having the support of all the top officials and generals, including his uncle, the then premier Zhang Xu. The crown prince could easily put his father under house arrest and took over the throne. When Li Chengqian turned 21, the emperor appointed several officials on the surface as the crown prince's assistants, but in reality, they were there to watch his every step and constantly judge and criticize him. This would be unbearable for any young man, let alone a crown prince who grew up with constant compliments. This apparently drove him to the brink of mental breakdown. The crown prince tried to find solace in Buddhist practice as well as romantic love. Around 640 CE, Li Chengqian fell in love with a court dancer, whom he named Chen Qin, which literally means meeting my heart's desire, or the equivalent of the one in English today. This was utterly unacceptable for his father, the Emperor Li Shimin. Li Shimin had the dancer executed once he found out their affair. He also executed several Buddhist monks and Taoist priests who were close to the crown prince. At the same time, the crown prince's younger brother, Li Tai, also challenged the crown prince's position. In 642 CE, Li Chengqian sent several assassins to murder his younger brother Li Tai, but failed. It was also alleged that he conspired with another prince and several high-ranked officials to overthrow his father when investigating another failed rebellion led by a prince named Li Yu. Li Chengqian was stripped of the crown prince title and put into house arrest in 643. Jiao Sui, or the old edition of Tang Dynasty history, recorded that he died 2 years later in 645 CE, but his grandson Li Shizhi reported that he died in 643, the same year he was arrested. We might never know what exactly happened. It is reasonable to assume that the emperor was threatened by his crown prince, and started to reduce the crown prince's political influence and power. The alleged coup conspiracy might just be a false accusation to strip the crown prince's power. However, it is possible that those in inner circle knew that the crown prince was falsely accused. So his wife and sons were spared, and 2 generations later, Li Chengqian was given back the title of a prince and reburied in the royal cemetery. Apparently, Li Chengqian's grandson, Li Shizhi, was very talented and was appointed as the deputy premier by the Emperor Li Longji. Well, this is quite a bit of detail, but I do want to tell you the story and show how brutal the court politics can be. Now, let me read the 3 lines about Li Shizhi. 左相日幸费万钱，引入长靖西百川。贤被乐圣称避贤。左相 means deputy premier. 日 means daily. 幸 means interested. 费 means spent. 万 means 10,000. 钱 means coin. 饮 means drink. 如 means like. 长 means long. 经 means well. 西 means inhale. 百 means 100. 川 means river. 咸 means hold something in the mouth. 杯 means cup. 乐 means enjoy. 圣 usually refers to the sage, and 贤 refers to the virtuous persons. However, during the Three Kingdom period, Cao Cao banned alcohol in his army, but one of his general, Xu Miao, was addicted to wine. So to cover up his drinking habit, he named the filtered clear wine as sage, and the unfiltered wine as the virtuous. So it was quite common among the Tang poet to use sheng and xian to refer wine. Cheng means claim. Bi means to avoid. Xian refers to the virtuous. Here, Du Fu is making a pun. He was relating to the event that the deputy premier just quit his job as premier because another cousin of the emperor, Li Lianfu, was spreading rumors about him to frame him. So to save himself and his family, he quit his job by saying he was giving ways to the sages and the worthies. So we could translate this line either way. I prefer to translate sheng and xian as wine. What do you think? So this is how we translate the 3 lines. Deputy Premier Li spent 10,000 coins on wine every day and drinks like a long whale inhaling 100 rivers. A cup near the mouth, and he says he enjoys clear wine but avoids unfiltered wine. 中至潇洒美少年，举桑白眼望青天，娇如玉树临风前。中之 refers to Cui Zongzhi. He was the son of Duke Cui Zhizhang. His real name was Cui Chengfu. Zongzhi was his 字. At this time, he probably hadn't inherited his father's title. But David and I decided to use the title to indicate his social status. I would also like to explain the distinction between Ming and Zhi. In modern Chinese, Ming and Zhi are also used together as one word referring to one's name. However, in classical China, Ming and Zhi are 2 different things. Ming is the official name that goes to the family register or 族谱. Zhi is the name given at the coming-of-age ceremony held when a boy was around 20 years old. Once a young boy performed his coming-of-age ritual, he was officially recognized as a grown man. The coming-of-age ritual for a girl was usually performed when she reached the age of 15. Once she performed the coming-of-age ritual, she was regarded as a young lady ready to marry, and was often engaged soon after the ceremony. That is why people still use the phrase 待至闺中, or waiting to be given a style name to refer an unmarried young woman. For the young man and the woman, 至 is often used by close friends of the same generation to address each other. This convention was partially abandoned in mainland China after the 1950s, but some of the older generations still use it, especially among the intellectuals. For instance, my father has a Ming and a Zhi, but my brother and I only have Ming, but no Zhi. Of course, we also did not perform the coming-of-age rituals. To think of it, it's rather sad. I'm not sure whether this convention is still practiced in Taiwan or other Chinese communities around the world. If you know, please tell me in the comment section how it was practiced. Do they still perform the coming-of-age ritual, or how the ritual is performed if they do? 潇洒 is an adjective describing the rebellious and carefree attitude of a young man. So David and I translate it as devil may care. 美 means handsome. 少年 means youth. 举 means raise. 商 means cup. 白 means white. 眼 means eye. 白眼 refer the white part of one's eyes. There is a story recorded in Jin Shu, or the history of Jin dynasty, about a famous Taoist named Ruan Ji, who could roll his eye so much that one could only see the white parts of his eyes, and this act was named as 白眼, as in the phrase of 白眼相看, or look at someone with the whites of his eyes. He often treated people he contemned in this way, so we translate 白眼 as gaze contemptuously. A related phrase is 亲眼有加, or looking at someone with the black parts of the eyes, meaning to look at someone with respect or fondly. It seems we all express contempt the same way by rolling our eyes. 望 means gaze, 青 means blue, 天 means sky or heaven. So 白眼望天 means to gaze at the sky contemptuously. Jiao refers to the translucent color of the moonlight, so we translate it as clear. 如 means like, 玉 means jade, 树 means tree, 临 means facing something, 前 means in front. So we translate the three lines as Duke Cui, so devil may care and stylish in his youth, raises his cup, gazing contemptuously at the heavens, his complexion as clear as a jade tree facing the wind. Su Jin 常在绣佛前，最终往往爱陶禅。Su Jin was the son of Duke Su Xiang, who was a high-ranked official during the reign of Wu Zetian. He protected Emperor Li Dan when he was a prince, and the Emperor Wu was persecuting many of her sons. So when Li Dan's son, Li Longji, became the emperor, Su Xiang was awarded the title of duke, and his son Su Jin inherited the title later. Su Jin was also a rather good poet and raised quite high in the bureaucratic rank. He was also known to be very interested in Taoism and Buddhism and practiced Buddhism at home. But apparently he loves drinking more than the Buddha. Tang means for a long time. Zhai means to practice vegetarianism. Xiu means embroidered. Fu refers to Buddha. Qian means in front. Cui Zong means in a drunken state. Wang Wang means often. I means inclined to. Tao literally means to escape or skip something, as in the phrase 逃避 to escape, or 逃课 to skip a lesson. Since he was often drunk and missed his meditation, we translate Tao as forget. Chan means meditation. So the two lines can be translated as Duke Shu, a longtime vegetarian, sits in front of the embroidered Buddhas, often drunk, forgetting about his meditation. Now we finally come to Li Bai. 李白斗酒诗百篇，长安市上酒家眠。天子呼来不上船，自称臣是酒中仙。李白 we don't need to translate that name now. 斗 means gallon. 酒 means wine. 诗 means poetry. 百 means 100. 篇 means seat. Chang'an is the capital. Shi means market. Shang means to be at. Shishang means to be at the market. 酒家 means wine house. Since it is a common sense that a wine house would be located at a market, so we just omit the part about a wine house being at a market. So the line is not repetitive. 眠 means sleep. 天子 refers to the emperor. 呼来 means to call for someone to come over. 不 means does not. 上 means to get on board. 船 means boat. I'm not sure why the emperor sent a boat to call for Li Bai. One feasible reason might be that Li Bai was on an entertainment boat at the time, while the emperor was on another boat. I guess it might be a common practice to have entertainment boats like the ocean liners we have today for luxury entertainment. 自 means self, 称 means claim. So 自称 means self-claim. 臣 means subject. 是 means is. 酒中 means in the middle of drinking. 仙 means immortal. So the four lines can be translated as Li Bai, after gallons of wine, writes 100 seeds of poetry, then sleeps in Chang'an's wine houses. When the emperor calls for him, he doesn't get on the boat, claiming that he is drinking with the immortals. 张旭三杯草圣传，脱帽鹿鼎王宫前。挥毫落纸如云烟。Zhang Xu is a scholar known for his calligraphic work. I got this picture of him from the recent animation movie 30,000 Miles to Chang'an. Shan means 3, Bei means cup. Cao refers to an informal and creative style of calligraphy, which is drastically different from the formal calligraphy. Here are the two styles of calligraphy side by side. On the left was a piece of the formal style by Zhang Xu. On the right is his other calligraphy piece of the freestyle. The first piece is rubbed off from a stone tablet that has been long lost. The second piece is rubbed off from a stone tablet located at the Tablet Museum in Xi'an today. You can see these two calligraphy styles are very different. Seng means sage, Chuan means listened, Tuo means take off, Mao refers to hat, Lu means expose, Ding refers to the top of one's head. We translate it as bare melon to capture the comic tone from this poem. Wang means prince, Gong means duke, Qian means in front, Hui means wield, Hao refers to the fine hair used to make a brush. Here it is used to refer the brush. Luo means land on, Zi means paper, Ru means as if, Yun means clouds, Yan means mist. So, the three lines can be translated as Zhang Xu, after 3 cups, produces legendary calligraphy, exposes his bare melon in front of the princes and dukes, and wields a calligraphy brush as if writing with clouds and mist. 交税五斗方卓然，高谈雄辩经世言。Jiao Sui was a commoner. We don't know very much about Jiao Sui. Other than the description about him in this poem, there are only a few lines about him over the last millennium. A Tang Dynasty novelist named Yuan Jiao mentioned him in one of his stories, saying that Jiao Sui, along with his servants and maids, joined a few officials' drinking party on a boat. He was also known for his fondness of wine and extraordinary speech, especially after a few drinks. A recent Chinese drama, 长安12时辰, or The Longest Day in Chang'an, portrayed him as an elderly wise man. Wu means 5, Dou means gallon, Fang means to become, 卓然 means outstanding. Since it is used to describe what an outstanding orator Jiao Sui was in here, David and I translate this term as stentorian orator. 高 means high, 谈 means talk, 雄辩 means eloquent argument, 惊 means startle, 是 means full, yan refers to mat that people sit when they were at a banquet. So 是yan refers to the people sitting around in all 4 directions. Here it just means all the guests at the party. So the 2 lines can be translated as 交税 after countless pins become a stentorian orator, startling all guests at the feast with his high talk and eloquent argument. In this poem, we are presented with a lively description of the people from different sectors of the Tang society. This was certainly a time shortly before the Anglo-San Rebellion. Everyone seemed so happy and enjoying an almost decadent life. There was seemingly nothing to worry about. However, under this merry all-round surface, there were dangerous undercurrents implied by the conflicts among different branches of the royal clans, as well as the conflicts among the different military and political leaders. The old courtier, He Zhizhang, represents the scholar officials who were disappointed with the situation and was drowning their sorrows in the wine. Then there was the Prince Li Jin, who was a legit heir to the throne but lost the battle in the court politics. So he needed to get drunk all the time so that the emperor would not become suspicious of him and murder him. a distant cousin of the emperor, also a grandson of the former crown prince, made the third in the list. He had the position as a premier for a while, but lost the emperor's favor to another distant cousin of the emperor. Then we have two aristocrats who enjoyed the emperor's favor because of their fathers helped the current emperor in one way or another. They certainly were genuinely happy and carefree because of their young age. Li Bai the poet, Zhang Xu the calligrapher, and Jiao Sui the orator were the commoners who happened to be drawn for their artistic talents. We can see Du Fu was extremely meticulous in selecting the personalities in this poem. They represent all the important forces at play in the court politics at Li Longji's reign. This list is quite unusual as the who's who's in the imperial China because of the peculiar preference of the emperor Li Longji. He was quite talented in music, poetry, and painting, etc. He gathered a large number of artists, all artistically talented officials and scholars around himself in the later years of his life. He indulged himself in the flesh pleasure without any restraints. He even took his daughter-in-law from his own son and made her his own concubine. His decadent behaviors certainly had a huge impact on the people around him. People often read this poem as Du Fu's confession about his fondness of wine and how much he admired the personalities in this poem. Several scenes from the animation movie Chang'an 3万里 or 30,000 miles from Chang'an are certainly based on this poem. However, I guess we can also read this poem as a satire attacking the decadent lifestyle of the ruling class. What do you think? I'm Dr. Gao, a philosopher obsessed with poetry. I make videos about the classical Chinese poetry, philosophies, and traditional Chinese medicine. Please click the like button and subscribe my channel. Your support is very important to me. You can also support me by a small donation to buy me a cup of coffee or something. That would be much appreciated. I also offer online lessons on these subjects. So, if you would like to have personally tailored lessons or read the original Chinese with me, you can contact me. Here's my email address. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you next time.